Your Excellency, the situation looks extremely serious.
Thank you, Ueno. Inform Swordfish 1 to stand by. I'll see to the wounded shortly.
What do you mean wounded?
Yes,
What's going on this time? Another civil war while I wasn't looking, Kokomi.
Hey, Kokomi, how have you been?
Yeah?
Captain of Swordfish 2. Glad to have you back on Watatsumi Island. I would have liked to
What do you
have
mean
given
grand
you a
reception? It's just me.
but
What's going on?
not long ago, I hosted the Watatsumi Goryou Matsuri. It's the most important ceremony on Watatsumi Island. I'm guessing you'll have heard about it from Tsuyuko?
What? How did you know we were the ones helping out Tsuyuko this whole time?
Sucker, were you even paying attention to her last time?
Tsuyuko is one of the more conscientious shrine maidens of Sangonomiya. I knew that handing off the planning of the ceremony to her would play to her strengths.
What's going on?
I'm sure Tsuyuko will have told you that the Watatsumi Goryou ceremony is a ceremony to reverse the holy soil phenomenon on Watatsumi Island. It's a bleaching process that slowly turns the earth to holy soil, leaving the land infertile and devastating agricultural production.
Wait. So that phenomena, Orobashi fear the most, is still happening to this day? Well, I know about the agricultural situation, but...
Granted, crops aren't our staple food on Watatsumi Island, but I can't allow external forces to drastically alter the people's diet, and we certainly shouldn't be overly reliant on imports.
Paimon
You don't follow a lot of
Imagine
things,
all you
food.
had to eat from now on was radishes. No more fish or meat.
Obviously, that's something Paimon can follow.
That would be terrible.
The issue began with the Watatsumi Goryou Matsuri. I did not miss a single step during the ritual, and there's no question that the bloodbranch coral you retrieved was infused with the Omikami's
That
power.
world quest, yeah.
But it didn't reverse the holy soil phenomenon as expected.
It
Instead,
didn't.
it just paused. This has never happened before in
Almost
history.
like it's incomplete, wouldn't you agree, Kokomi?
This is ultimately a matter of Watatsumi Island's survival. So I sent as many people as I could spare to Enkanomiya to investigate the situation. The news from Stingray 3 was that all of Enkanomiya is engulfed in a darkness that cannot be dispelled. Additionally, there have also been reports of monsters.
And
Sounds like paradise to me.
That's all that Stingray 3 has reported. Their investigation otherwise has yielded no useful information. And the unforgiving environment has caused many casualties
That's
so
what I'm
far.
worried. You guys are still recovering from the civil war.
I have sent several rescue teams already, but so far, the situation does not look promising. It brings me no pleasure to have to ask, but on behalf of all of Watatsumi Island,
Anything
I
for you,
beseech
ma'am?
you.
Your Excellency. Traveler.
Me too.
I did wonder. Hope you're both having a wonderful date
I was
so far.
thinking maybe you could join too.
Cut the comedy, Tsuyuko, or I may have to have you and Naki switch posts next year.
No need. I'll stop. So, since the two of you are here together, I assume it's about Enkanomiya?
Kokomi filled us in on what's been going on.
Kokomi.
Kokomi, I'll leave you in charge of all this.
Right. Well, as I'm sure Her Excellency has told you, an ominous darkness has completely engulfed Enkanomiya. At the same time, strange humanoid monsters have appeared when the place should be completely deserted.
Humanoid monsters?
Monsters?
Armor that can move on its own.
Armor that can move on its
I know
own.
it sounds ridiculous, but we're not talking about one spook soldier hallucinating in the darkness. All the wounded who returned to Sangonomiya have described seeing the same thing. On top of this, even ordinary enemies seem to grow much stronger in the darkness. That's why Stingray 3 has sustained so many casualties. There's one other thing that the returning soldiers have mentioned. They say a shrine maiden who calls herself Sumi has been helping to treat the wounded.
Tsumi? I don't recall there being any record of a shrine maiden by that name in Sangonomiya.
That's the thing. There isn't one. But she held something called a Sento
What the hell?
ceremony, which managed to keep a small area in the very center of Enkanomiya brightly
Like
lit.
she's tied up to all of this. Sumi.
Thanks to her, the wounded soldiers have a safe zone where they can recuperate.
Sento. I've seen this term in the Deep Sea Healing Arts Compendium. But it's a ceremony that only works in Enkanomiya, so it was never brought to Watatsumi Island. I'd love to meet this Tsumi.
You got a job here, Kokomi.
Your Excellency, even if you had no duties at all right now, Enkanomiya is exceedingly dangerous right now. Only preeminent warriors like the
Paimon?
Absolutely.
No, not me.
100%. This is a job only we can handle.
You really have mastered her, haven't you?
Yeah. We've worked together plenty of times in the
I
past.
miss
after
you
all.
too.
Do you have any other information about Tsumi?
It was mentioned that she wears a strange mask that covers the upper half of her face.
A masked shrine maiden. Again?
How interesting. What is she trying to hide?
In my humblest of opinions, Sumi has shown nothing but goodwill so far. Since the situation is so critical, we don't have the resources
How many falls
to
for this
make other
trap long
defense
before
arrangements
the
and cast suspicion on our allies.
distribution of delusions? Some people are situational.
I see what you mean. I have instructed Swordfish 1 to proceed to Enkanomiya and continue evacuating the wounded. Swordfish 1 will escort you to the camp at the center of Enkanomiya.
Yeah, okay.
Also, please, take this with you.
What is it? What the?
What's this? Looks like a missing piece of something.
It's just a little trinket. When you are faced with a difficult choice, it might be able to help
Can
you.
I call on the people of the fish like you do?
Your Excellency. But isn't that...
Watatsumi Island doesn't need it anymore.
Mhm.
Besides, both of the other two pieces are in Enkanomiya. If we're lucky enough, this could be our chance to
Reunite what?
Understood, Your Excellency. Okay.
You girls are just here to play me around as always, though.
Let's
Let's go.
I apologize for the trouble.
See you soon.
Now please excuse me.
Enkanomiya! You miss me? I sure missed you! You break through the darkness of Swordfish 1 and arrive at Dainichi Mikoshi. Black screen transition for perfect storytelling. Thank you, Hoyo Word / Cognospear / MiHoyo. Alright, my jokes aside.
Here's hoping I have the chance.
Chance to do what?
Next year, I'm going to apply for Swordfish 1 to be redeployed into Spectre management. Because if it's that, or spend more time in Enkanomiya, I'll take my chance with the
Stay
Spectres.
safe, Ilona.
Those armor
Don't be ashamed of
monsters
anything you need to do
closing in on you.
to survive now.
It's the stuff nightmares are made of.
Some of us are still living in nightmares, I guess. Cause I can't wait to see them.
Anyway, we should be safe for now. There shouldn't be any more danger from here on out.
What's up?
Yabe?
It's Yabe, the odd guy from Stingray 3.
You seem kinda chipper compared to all the other soldiers.
Do I? Well, I've pretty much always loved horror stories and ghost stories and stuff, ever since I was a kid. This trip to Enkanomiya is something else, though. Totally mind-blowing. Super fun. 10 out of 10. Would come again.
Now this sounds like my guy.
Totally do not understand.
Well, I mean, it's pretty sweet to have the chance to come to Enkanomiya. I actually kind of wanted to look into the Bunkoku Puzzle while I'm here. It's the first of the 4 great puzzles of Enkanomiya.
Please don't do that. We're the ones that'll have to come rescue.
So he does get into trouble.
Alright, well, never mind that. There's a makeshift camp at the top of those steps over there. Yeah, you should head up and catch some rest if you haven't been there yet.
That's fine. The journey was just one black screen transition, really. It's the Masked Shrine Maiden, the second.
You are different from all the others. Are you human?
Probably.
Well, she is, obviously. Just not a native of Watatsumi Island, that's all.
And you? A human hatchling?
I doubt it.
Oh, really? Because I thought that humans lose the ability to fly when they reach adulthood. Just like the Bathysmal Bishops lose the ability to see in color when they reach maturity.
So how about a god who's already a son of godhood?
Sumi, you seem to know a lot about bishops.
Is she a human-formed bishop like we know from that Batmobile bishop book we get in that one world quest? Did I just already figure out her identity now? Shut up.
Wait. How do you know my name?
Well, you know, I come from a close land called Watatsumi Island. I just said I came from
The
there.
wounded soldiers mentioned you.
Ah, yeah, that too.
Oh,
It's a pretty name. We came to investigate the darkness.
Greetings. My name is Ueno, acting captain of Swordfish 1. We're here to evacuate the wounded and support the traveler's investigation. Swordfish 1 needs to rest and reorganize before commencing the evacuation. I'll see you later.
Take care, Ono.
so you're here to help resolve this, hmm?
I never said resolve this. Like, I'm just here on the scene.
Very well. It's taking all the energy I have to keep this light shining. I don't have the strength to try and combat the spreading darkness, too.
Kinda curious how you keep that light shining to begin with, but let's get to that later on, shall we?
Do you understand what's going on?
The Void Realm is invading. The people of Byakuyakoku believe that there are 3 realms. The Bishop realm, the human realm, and the void realm.
We already know the Bishop realm, which we, got the bloodbranch coral from. Human realm, which, I think is you and me. Void realm, that's something I've never heard about before.
The darkness spreading in Enkanomiya comes from the void abyss. Neither bishops nor humans can endure it.
The Abyss Order? I thought they were done with Enkanomiya.
Like the dark?
Yeah, true though.
No. They hate the light. But only because down here in the depths, the presence of light signifies human activity.
They hate humans with a burning passion.
In fact, the Bishop realm is the realm of pure primordial elemental beings. It's actually referred to as the light realm in most books.
I feel like that hater comes down to the invasion of Celestia. If you don't know, that's a whole different video. I made a video on that. Go check that out. If you want to catch the references of things I'm talking about, I really encourage you to check this video out. We really just go Enkanomiya geek mode.
The 7 sovereigns of the light realm are the 7 foremost elemental dragons at the pinnacle of the raw and primitive elemental forces.
The 7 sovereigns from the sun and moon.
So that's why Tsuyuko called this the 3 Realms Gateway Offering.
She did?
3 realms gateway offering. Not far off the mark, actually. But technically, I think it should be called the Triangle Gateway Offering. Because the source of the darkness from the void is the 3 towers at the corners of Enkanomiya's triangular borders.
What are they trying to summon?
By the way, Tsumi, what's up with the weird mask?
What are you trying to hide?
To hide my face. It
Alright, she's not
has
even
to do with some
indirect.
things that happened as I was growing up. I just don't want to scare anyone. That's all.
I feel like the mask is actually doing that better.
Does that make me untrustworthy in your eyes?
One way to find out, wouldn't you agree?
No, not at all. You've been helping the wounded all this time. Everyone must be super grateful to you. It's just that...
Ever again.
Can't say I really understand what you're talking about. Anyway, if you want to rid this darkness from Enkanomiya, you can come to me for guidance. Of course, if you can trust me.
Trust, untrust. Don't they go in and out with each other?
I'm going
Let's
inside to tend to the wounded and check in with the
Alright,
new
never mind.
arrivals.
I'm always alone.
Please excuse me.
Oh yeah, I got a companion. You think I notice her more often considering how much she squeaks in my ear. After she finishes
What are we
speaking,
gonna do?
I go back to mocking Paimon as usual.
Really wants to trust Tsumi, but... Oh, how about we go ask the wounded?
You've come to the right person.
First try?
I was one of the first people that she rescued. Straight away, I thought there was something very weird going on. Who is this shrine maiden who knows the lost ceremonies of Enkanomiya? And why is she covering her face with a mask?
You think she might be a survivor of Byakuyakoku? No. The people of Enkanomiya in the end ascended to present-day Watatsumi Island we know today. You think she might be one of the few who stayed behind and survived?
So I started pestering her about it. I wasn't going to let up until I got an answer.
And?
And?
There weren't so many people around at the time, so eventually she let me look behind the mask. It was actually pretty normal for the most part. There's just one thing she's trying to hide. Her eyes have snake-like pupils, thin vertical lines.
She is a bishop, confirmed.
Weren't you scared?
I probably would have been if every Watatsumi Islander wasn't so familiar with our legends. The first familiars of the Watatsumi Omikami were the vassals of Watatsumi. Legend has it that they are a half-human, half-snake kind who helped our ancestors fight back the baptismal bishops. They were said to have disappeared long ago. But then Tsumi showed up, and as soon as I saw her snake eyes, I instinctively trusted her. I'm no expert by any means, but I think Tsumi can be trusted.
I'll just trust you then. Simple. Right? Inomoto.
Hello, what can I help you with?
Tsumi.
There. We wanted to ask you what you know about the masked shrine maiden, Tsumi.
I see. What are you looking to know exactly? I've tried asking if she's seeing anyone, or whether she's looking right now.
It's just about that.
But she seems pretty tight-lipped about her love life.
That's not...
Suspicious, huh? Suspicion, the unknowable, the unpredictable.
Tama, you want me to, send you back to the camp?
Unexplored- I am being serious. Okay, look, if I had to pick one thing about her that's suspicious, I'd say, 2 things. Number 1, her mask. It's pretty scary. I don't know why she chose it.
Or who chose it for her?
Number 2, some kind of pendant fell out of her sleeve when she was bandaging me up. It looked like it was a broken off piece of something. So maybe when you put them together, it makes a whole.
Like the piece, Kokomi gave us before we set out to Enkanomiya.
Huh. Maybe the other half is held by Sumi's lifelong sweetheart.
You're just not having any luck like all of us, though.
Sounds like you hit the nail on the head, so, maybe ease off a little, bro?
Wait, did someone wheeze in the background when Paimon said that?
It looks like they're resting. Let's not disturb.
You're the one who told me to go talk to purple guy.
So, how's it going? Have you made a decision?
Well,
Yep, let's team up to tackle the darkness.
Okay, then take this. It's called the Bokuso box. I found it in the Dainichi Mikoshi when I was looking for a solution.
Trowel, what's up with that face?
Actually, the Dainichi Mikoshi was where I found the method and tools for the Sento ceremony. Lucky I can read human writing.
Lucky I can read human writing. But aren't you a shrine maiden?
Why wouldn't you be able to?
Oh, nothing. I just meant the script in the Deep Sea Healing Arts Compendium.
Stop it, my
Actually,
brain
no, if
died.
it's- Never mind all that. Let's get back
Now
to
this
business.
is more my brain
The
level.
Bokuso box collects light. It can dispel the darkness from the void within a small radius. So, for example, with the power of the Bokuso box, you can turn monsters affected by the darkness back into their original forms.
Monsters that are trying to kill me originally?
As it happens, there are some monsters causing trouble around the camp. Go and try out the Bokuso box on them.
Ooh. Oh, this is pretty easy. Now they all die.
You're a good fighter.
Call me that when I'm actually the one doing the fighting.
You bet. We were the ones who went and got the bloodbranch coral that one time after all.
What do you got to say to that, Sumi?
You... So you...
Are you angry that I killed your brothers?
What's wrong?
Nothing. If what you say is true, then I'm sure you'll be
You
able
sure
to conquer
composed
the
yourself
three
pretty
border
quick.
towers quite easily.
I'm not gonna go call her a wiship because it's not confirmed. I've already speculated what I think. So let's see how it unfolds.
Also, there are a few things I need to explain to you.
Explain away.
According to what I have read, the fundamental purpose of the Watatsumi Goryou Matsuri is to use the serpent god's life force to awaken its second familiars, the Senga Coralia.
Sanga Kora who?
They are creatures that break down raw, primitive elemental energy into the milder elemental energy of the human realm. The giant coral is a symbol that the Senga Coralia have been awakened by the serpent's blood. The mass awakening of the Senga Coralia causes a transformation in the ecological environment of Enkanomiya.
Makes sense. Even if you took away the darkness and the monsters, Enkanomiya would still look pretty different now with all the new plants and aura around.
Yeah, true though.
Things are even more complicated than usual this time. The darkness from the Void Realm seems to be suppressing things in the Light Realm and the human realm, causing them to come to a standstill.
Like they're all fighting over something.
You may need to use the power of the Bokuso box to dispel the darkness and allow the ecological transformation to continue.
But Charlotte can't use this tiny box to cover the whole of Enkanomiya, right?
Please, try to solve the problem using the Bokuso box.
I'll give it my all.
I'll wait for an update for you under the statue over there.
Don't disappear on me. Bokuso arts will help you explore and fight. I got none of that, but let's still go. Whoa, this feels like that Gnostic chorus animation. What game am I playing? My head hurts just looking at this. This is the statue. What do you mean up? What am I playing? Tower defense? Go to the Ghostfish pool. Talk to Yabe, the Bunko Enigma. Well, sir, I'm here to operate something. Oh, recuperate just fills up the box again, huh? Wait. Ah, you can't kill them unless you use the Bokuso box. That's interesting. Also, I didn't know I wasn't using the Bokuso box until now.
Take them.
I'm not giving it to you for the last time. Aphidium ore, a special ore created due to Watatsumi Goryou Matsuri, the ceremony. As Enkanomiya's environment has undergone extreme changes, the memories and thoughts of Watatsumi Omikami scattered throughout Enkanomiya have coalesced into a medulla, which then transformed into ore. Go to the Tower of the Void in the northwest. Yeah, I know.
Whoa! That must be the tower Tsumi was talking about. That must be the clue we're looking for. his power. Process of elimination.
Paimon's process of elimination. Isn't that kind of weird? You know what I think? Surely the developers know by now, and even, come on, they're the one putting all this. Like, wouldn't it be so generic and boring and predictable if Paimon just turns out to be the unknown god? So I'm just thinking, you know, Paimon isn't the unknown god, and she is the one dangerously says that we need to save. Because think about it from a player's perspective. Do we care about our sibling more? Or our trusted travel companion who's been with us neck and thin all these years? Tell me, won't you? Alright.
Alright, final power.
Let's do it, Paimon!
Show them. Emerge. Right here.
You guys still with me, aren't you? You mess with the wrong team.
This is order.
Really? Here we go. But what's the point when I need to truck all the way back to get the fucking energy crap? Why is Zhongli and Hu Tao dead? I feel like my right summarizes how this event is going for me. Finally, after weeks.
Yep. Seems like there's no easy fix to get rid of the
Yeah, but this is part of the ritual, isn't it, Paimon?
The surrounding area has changed again. But it'll be no big deal for us. Right?
As long as you stick with me now.
Sumi, we did it!
I can tell. It looks like all 3 towers have been successfully taken care of.
You would not believe the amount of dying I had to do for all this, Sumi, so you better make it worth my time. How's it going on your side?
The evacuation is now going much more quickly, thanks to the improved environmental conditions. Most of the soldiers have gotten out.
So what's keeping you here, Sumi?
But it seems like something happened that I hadn't foreseen. Please, come with me.
There's darkness churning
What the
inside
hell?
Dainichi Mikoshi.
Logically speaking, all of Enkanomiya should be back to normal by
The
now.
logic does not work in Teyvat now, does it?
Unfortunately, this place has now become the most dangerous of all. I don't know why this is happening or what to do about it, but what I can tell you is the location of the guy behind all of this. I'm going to have to ask you to confront him and make him reveal his whole plan.
He wants me to chase him all the way to the Abyss Order.
How did this happen?
I've been observing the flow of the darkness and I've noticed something peculiar.
How do you know him? I think an ordinary shrine maiden would have dealings with the Abyss Order. Now, which suit?
There was a faint vortex continuously absorbing the darkness. I can only assume that the flow must be triggered by his need for abyssal energy. He's extremely dangerous. Even most bishops would be no match for
He's
him.
a glutton for punishment.
Music to my ears. If I have deduced correctly, he should be in the library area right now.
He's not even hiding already. He's just out in the open reading books, setting the world bar. Man, I love this guy. I love Anjo.